Here is the undefeated WBC number 6 ranked world contender, the undefeated Aron Alameda. Tonight seeking his 12th consecutive knockout win, here is the former WBC Bantamweight champion of the world, introducing the hard-hitting and undefeated Luis Pantera Nery.
Explosive and undefeated, Luis Pantera Nery steps into the ring with one goal: to prove that his power, precision, and hunger can conquer yet another weight class.
Now he gets Nery, and there's a big straight left that puts Castro on.
A former world champion with a predator's instinct, Nery fights with the fury of a man determined to silence every doubt and reclaim his place among Mexico's elite.
It should be a gunfight right now. Where he's, down goes Bayano.
I did not see it.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I think it was the left hand, but body.
For Nery, this fight isn't just for a title, it's for redemption. A chance to remind the world why Pantera remains one of the most dangerous men in boxing.
Alameda with the jab, and there's that lead catapult-like overhand left by Nery.
And Alameda, he is that. He is a great counterpuncher. He's a great southpaw boxer.
Different route than many Mexican fighters, opting for an extensive amateur career instead of turning pro as a teenager.
They go the long route, which is long sometimes, amateur style.
Or mentioned training Canelo, who turned pro at 15.
The record of Nery's recent opponents, but as I said, and we're already seeing it, he's a talented fighter.
People didn't know about me. And something about this weight class, and I have not mentioned, is that, this was my weight class back in the day, 118, 122.
Terrell Gaucher didn't like facing his 4th consecutive Erickson Lubin, but
they were really uncomfortable to face. Now you see them more, and people are getting more comfortable.
The second, and Nery, calculated pressure now.
Find his way through because he has such a good chin.
Yeah, Nery's been down a total of 3, pulling a Floyd Mayweather and others, looking to collect that data here in the first couple rounds. But
you're right. Do a lot with Nery, trying different things, trying to box,
Right hook. And now the action beginning to pick up a bit here in the final seconds of the second. Spoiled that fight and put himself in the mix. And to only one of his 11 most recent bouts.
Of course, at lower weights, he's also had trouble making weight. He did not have trouble making weight for this fight.
With that jab, every time he throws a jab, he turns. He keeps turning, and he's making Nery turn.
And we'll see if how much they taste each other's power. It's Alameda and Nery now.
Alameda's not afraid to stand in the pocket with him. It's not like he's running around the ring.
He's not running away from it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
There's a good combination by Nery of the 3rd round. And there's a nice left cross that connects to Nery.
Yeah, and how you see these fighters, and sometimes you raise your expectations for a fighter like Alameda, who for rounds, that's a question.
And yet you also may be influenced by Nery, but you're right, it's a very close fight, and here comes Nery. 3rd of the fight.
See Nery there throwing combination. He's a good combination player. That was a nice left hand.
Popped Alameda's head back, and Nery now trying to.
Talk about from Nery. A little, before he was just churning with.
Is that Nery is using his jab much more effectively now.
And Jason Rosario, unified titles at 154. Now it's round number 5.
The date for this fight changed several times, and the same problem. Hard to train for this because they would stop and start and stop and start. And
I could, easily say that, but it could also be Alameda's jab and footwork and move him. But I'm used
the Twin Charlos headline, but Alameda, don't want to discount his power as well, showing off his boxing technique.
As you mentioned earlier, Nery make a mistake. Great uppercut.
Triple jab. He's got a pretty good stick as well. 45.
Little footwork there, little bounce, trying to get his rhythm.
And there we go. That was a nice sequence for Nery. Well, they're stepping in now and trying to compete at close Nery, which has definitely awoken here in the final set.
Métetele aquí fuerte.
Go inside,
métetele los hombros
nice
y
and deep, and
levántalo.
start hitting the shoulders.
A los hombros y levántalo.
Shoulders and then pick them up.
Round number 6. You're watching 122-pound action. No, and Adon Alameda, he too is yet to taste defeat. And what has made Nery most uncomfortable is that jab by Alameda.
Not
2
only,
weeks in a row, Al.
not only the jab. I mean, you jab, you could jab someone in the face. And
Alameda to attack, and Eddie Reynoso mentioning that Alameda
He has scored 12 knockdowns in his last 5 fights. So yeah,
knockout victory, and now, and you heard Reynoso talk about
that power to this weight class.
That's a question, but Nery now with an uptick in his offense, and a lot of credit to Alameda. Stay with the jab.
I mean, Nery talked about, getting some rounds in boxing, showing some difference. So I don't know if that has to do with it. Maybe he's not trying
he's
as
having
much.
a good start here. Steve Farhood, how do you have it at the midpoint?
Oh, there have been
Watching, and this is the subjective nature of boxing.
I mean, there's close rounds.
He's beginning to taste Nery's power, and to Steve's point, Nery's
starting to feint and just create a more aggressive posture.
Things are getting more aggressive, and here comes those exchanges that we expected, and this is the kind of fight that Alameda said he would want from Nery. Really putting together some great punches, and Alameda definitely slowing down a bit.
Yeah, he's
good round for Luis Nery.
Start working the body and keep throwing the jab. How are you feeling? You're in conditions. Come on.
And we'll take another look at it so you can see how he sets that up. He's done in the last 3 or 4 rounds. Use that jab effectively, and that sets up the kind of.
It sent Yamanaka into retirement. So Nery measuring Alameda. Alameda able to sneak in the jab. Steve Farhood has Nery building his lead, and
he's showing a different boxing style, and he said he was. Now with Eddie Reynoso.
Not necessarily the type of fight we expected.
Now, while I do agree that
Alameda also hasn't really made many adjustments, and there he eats a couple of punches, going to the body, misses wildly, and gets countered by Alameda.
And I kind of understood what Nery said. He asked Eddie. And especially when you can do more, I think he's feeling.
Yeah, Alameda's really singular weapon is just, we mentioned Nery's been down 3 times, while Alameda has never been down, but again has never.
And the 9th round has been really a jabbing contest for the most part.
Inside their battle, of course, of lead feet here at southpaw versus southpaw. Good exchange, and Nery getting the better of it with especially the right.
Wow, that was a great left hand by Alameda. That's one of his best moments.
It's the left we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
And yet one would think he would use it more than it.
Yeah, you're right. And I don't know why he doesn't.
At this stage, you got to take chances.
It's the power, the fighter you have in front of you. He's heard of Nery, obviously.
Good exchange at close quarters.
And you can make the case that Nery himself has not thrown his left hand as much.
Alameda taking this round.
Yeah, no question. I mean, I think he's fighting a very good round, and
swelling under the left eye, and Alameda really sticking the jab in the face of Nery.
Oh, there it is.
Uppercut caught Nery.
He did not read my keys to victory. Now.
And it only took 10 rounds for him to.
Minutes of this fight.
The great fighters, they have some balls to win the titles, okay? So you got to do that, okay?
By far his best round in the fight, and using the double jab and ripping the uppercut to the body, he landed one to the head side than it has been before. And here is the spot where he's going to rip that uppercut. Oh. That was a beauty, and showing you're the man at 122 pounds. So
absolutely,
you want to do that.
And a lot of close rounds, but I'll tell you, Alameda, that sweeping left hook from Nery avoids that one and counters with a stiff jab. And
sometimes it happens. It took 10 rounds. Not saying that he was doing bad.
Thought that Luis Nery would, well, maybe dominate a guy like Arona. Under a minute now left. Trying to find a way to close the gap, but Abner,
is his power, has he brought up as much power with him?
Impressed with the poise of Alameda. But Alameda again with a jab and digs the left hook to the body. Number 11. I hope it's an appetizer to the main course in round 12.
This is the champion round, okay? Let's go out there and get it.
Eddie Reynoso trying to rally Luis Nery. 12th and final round, but undefeated.
Beautiful right hook by Alameda.
And now I mentioned maybe the appetizer round 11. Look at how round 12 starts.
Yep.
Oh, and off bet like the bull.
You can see the urgency of Nery, obviously the corner.
Jab overhand left by Nery, leans in with his head, has Alameda here in the 12th and final round. Oh, but Alameda, what we expected, and we are getting it in the 12th round, the most important round of this fight potentially.
He's not been able to hurt him with that punch.
Luis Nery thus far, but a minute 20 now left, and Nery catches it.
That Alameda wasn't throwing anything. He was just blocking.
Going to the body, gets caught with that right hook from Alameda.
It's right there for Alameda, and will the judges in this? Oh, there it is again.
There it is again, that right hook
there
for Alameda. Luis Nery. Is it enough?
Early on in the match, Nery trying to land his power punches, and there was an example, especially early in this match, when people thought his power was going to be something, that would effectively, and this is where Alameda's starting to use that uppercut. Right at the end of the fight, it was Nery.
And he is now the WBC Super Bantamweight Champion of the World, Luis Pantera Nery.